belongs to a family of stars, but she shines with her own different spark. ऋतिक रोशन की है बचपन की दोस्त और उनकी मुश्किल घड़ी में उन्होंने किया ऋतिक को पूरा सपोर्ट. A true friend, a successful businesswoman, a adoring wife, and a daughter who brings pride. Let's welcome Farah Ali Khan on High Tea with me, Simi Chandok.
Must watch. It's hot.
आपने दोबारा शादी की.
हाँ, मैंने दोबारा शादी की है. I didn't marry the first man I met.
Was Bobby Deol one of them?
Bobby was a crush.
And Sanjay Dutt?
Sanjay Dutt to me was like God. मैं सबसे unconventional औरत हूँ. I'd rather be the shepherd than the sheep.
When your sister Suzanne and Hrithik were going through their share of trouble,
why should I talk about intimate details about my family? Tipu Sultan, my father's television serial, he had third-degree burns. There were only 10% chances of survival. 3 saal lage to recover completely. Till today, I don't play with crackers. It scares me.
मेरे सामने जो खूबसूरत लड़की बैठी हैं, जब वो पैदा हुई थी डॉक्टर्स ने उनके पेरेंट्स को कहा कि वो तो डिसेबल चेहरा है एंड वो ऐसी ही लगने वाली हैं. अब कैमरास आपको दिखाएंगे कि डॉक्टर्स कितने गलत थे एंड यू कैन सी फॉर योरसेल्फ दैट फारा खान इज़ रियली ब्यूटीफुल. फारा, वेलकम टू हाई टी.
Thank you so much.
So Farah, I think we should start with the story.
मेरा जन्म December 28, 1969 में हुआ था और when I was born, the doctor said that I was a Mongolite child. He delivered me with the forceps incorrectly. Forceps जो होते हैं वो, you hold like this. He held me like this. So my nose had shifted and I had a dent at the back of my head. When my mother saw me for the first time, she was aghast कि ये क्या हुआ? My firstborn child. And the doctor very calmly said, I'm sorry, Mr. and Mrs. Khan, your daughter is a Mongolite child and she's going to be like this. And not to worry, there are many babies who go like this. And my mother looked at me and she says, you know what, I'm going to love you forever, no matter what you look like. And I think that was the best thing about being a mother. So here I am now.
Women usually are very shy. अपनी birth date नहीं share करती हैं, लेकिन आप अपनी birth date काफ़ी proudly announce कर रही हैं.
मैं समझती हूँ कि I am who I am. मैं अपने बर्थडे जन्मदिन शेयर करती हूँ बहुत important personalities जैसे धीरूभाई अंबानी, रतन टाटा. तो मैं समझती हूँ कि why not talk about your date of birth? Maybe my future is headed in the same direction.
Well, you're already doing very well for yourself. And आप Farah Khan हैं, one of the first jewelry designers of India. एंड आप संजय खान द स्टार की बेटी भी हैं. सो आप ज़्यादा क्या एंजॉय करती हैं?
आई थिंक बचपन से मुझे हमेशा लोग कहते थे कि संजय खान की बेटी, संजय खान की बेटी, जायद खान की बहन. लेटर ऑन इट बिकेम ऋतिक रोशन की साली ऑल्सो. बट आई थिंक आज मैंने अपने काम से एक नाम कमाया है. And today people refer to me as Farah Khan, the jewelry designer. I'm no more known as someone's daughter or someone's sister or someone's sali. So I would say I'm very proud of who I am. And yes, I enjoy playing both parts.
Farah, लगता है कि आप बचपन में and in your growing years, you were quite naughty. And आपकी upbringing लेकिन काफ़ी strict थी. Your dad was very strict with you in your growing years and you were naughty. So tell us a little bit about your childhood.
I was a very naughty child, like had se bhi zyada. My mother must have slapped me so many times, it's not even funny. Which I think was good in a way because till today I'm very grounded. My father was a very strict man. He always believed that daughters should behave in a certain manner, should be protected, be looked after. So we were not allowed to date, we were not allowed late nights, we were not allowed to do anything. So, but being who I am, and I decided that rules were meant to be broken, and so I ended up breaking every rule that I was told not to do. तो मैं पार्टी करती थी, मैं लेट आती थी, अपने पिताजी के सामने मैं लंबे स्कर्ट पहनती थी, मगर गाड़ी में लंबा स्कर्ट निकाल के छोटे स्कर्ट्स में बाहर जाती थी.
I have done the same thing. I used to wear a short skirt and then I had this stretch long skirt and then I used to jump over the gate, of a bungalow and the skirt was there.
और मैं अपने कज़न लाइला के साथ बहुत इंजॉय करती थी, तो हम हमेशा बाहर जाते थे. और whenever we used to spend the night at her house, we had a curfew as always, and once I remember हम लेट आए थे और लाइला की माँ जो थी सुंदरी आंटी ने दरवाज़ा लॉक कर लिया था और हम अंदर नहीं आ सके. तो लाइला और मैं दीवार क्लाइंब करने की कोशिश कर रहे थे अंदर आने की,
और
पकड़े गए.
And how old were you and Laila?
I was 16 and Laila was 15. My main thing in life, my passion was just to dance, or dance like a maniac.
Tell us more about your childhood, growing up in a star family, Bollywood neighbors थे आपके, and आपके parents के सब friends भी stars थे. So what were your memories?
My parents had lots of star friends. They used to throw lots of parties. I remember all the big actors coming over to the house. Right from Praveen Babi in those days, Sunil Dutt, there was Dharminder, Amitabh, there was, I mean, you name it.
Farah, you had a beautiful childhood, but even your childhood, I think आपने बहुत extreme ups and downs देखे. Your dad made a legendary television show, Tipu Sultan, and I think it was life-changing for him and for you. तो जब वो set पर आग लग गई, you obviously were grown up enough to understand that. Do you want to share some of those memories with our viewers?
Till today, when I think of the fire accident that took place, that changed my life completely and made me grow up overnight. It was Feb 8th, 1989. It was 9:30 in the night, and my mother and me and my sister were at home, and we received a call from my uncle that there was a fire on the sets of Tipu Sultan, my father's television serial, and that it was very bad and that we had to fly to Bangalore immediately. When I reached the hospital and I asked to see my father, I remember being pointed and saying, "That's him," and I went towards him, and Simi, I couldn't recognize him. He was completely charred, black and blood covered, hair was singed, bloated. Okay, he looked like another person, and I just said Papa, and when he spoke I recognized his voice. And the doctors told us that he had third-degree burn, 65% of his body was fully burnt, and that there were only 10% chances of survival.
तो एक तरफ आपके डैड अपनी हेल्थ से स्ट्रगल कर रहे थे, दूसरी तरफ इतने कॉम्पनसेशन के क्लेम्स आ रहे थे, एंड देन योर मदर हैड किड्स. हाउ डिड योर मॉम Zareen handle so much in one go?
You know, my mother is a superwoman, क्योंकि उन दिनों बहुत कठिन था, क्योंकि हज़ारों compensation claims थे. There was a journalist in those days जिसने एक इतनी बुरी article लिखी थी, कहा था कि my father was faking his burns because he wanted to avoid the compensation. So actors such as Sunil Dutt and Dharminder came to see my father to tell the industry that this is really the case. He's really burnt badly and he's fighting to survive. And Mummy would walk into Papa's room and she would smile and pretend that she had gone shopping and show him things and say, "See this, see that." And she would walk out of the room and burst out crying. And I'd always say, "Why are you doing this?" And she says, "Because a patient doesn't know how badly they're burnt or how badly they're doing unless they see the person who's come to see them." 3 saal lage for my father to recover completely. And till today, I don't play with crackers because the thought of burning bodies scares me.
आपने दोबारा शादी की.
हाँ, मैंने दोबारा शादी की है.
When your sister Suzanne and Ritik were going through their share of trouble,
Why should I talk about intimate details about my family?
So Farah, I think जो हमारे viewers ये show देख रहे हैं, वो ये तो जानते ही होंगे कि आपके हस्बैंड डीजे अकील हैं, क्योंकि उनके भी काफ़ी फैंस हैं. आप अपने हस्बैंड अकील से कैसे मिली और शादी कैसे हुई?
अकील और मेरा मिलना आई थिंक was purely fated क्योंकि I was 25 years old when I met Akil. उन दिनों I'd never tasted any alcohol, and I had actually landed up at its friend's house of mine, and she was like, "You're such a bore, you know, you must have a drink." And I was so much into fitness that I wanted to prove that with a drink you can't get drunk. And I gulped it down, and I was like, "See, I'm not high, you know." And she was like, "Okay, have another one." So I said, "Okay, I'll have another one." So I ended up having another one. And we were supposed to go to a party, and what happened was that by the time we ended up at the party, all of a sudden I was flying completely. The party we were supposed to go to was a very social scene, and as soon as I landed up at the party, I was like, now what do I do? Because the whole room was spinning. I landed up on the dance floor. I was the only person on the dance floor, and Akil was the DJ, and in that state, I noticed Akil, and I don't know what happened to me. Maybe it was his smile, maybe it was just the way he looked. I just looked at him and I said, "Hey, you're really cute." You know? And Akil just looked at me and he blushed, and by then I realized, you know, oh my God, what have I said? And I ran. You know. And I was seeing someone else at that point, and I wasn't looking at hooking up with Akil. I was seeing someone in Los Angeles, in America. Okay. And because it was such a long distance relationship, you know, we weren't so much in touch. But fate had other plans, and I ended up meeting Akil at a traffic light the next time. And the third time I ended up meeting him at the 1900, where we ended up talking.
यूजुअली बॉलीवुड की बेटियां बॉलीवुड में ही शादी करती हैं, तो कभी आपने सोचा था कि आप इतनी अनकन्वेंशनल लड़के से शादी करेंगी और आप जब अपने डैड के पास लेके जाएंगी तो उनका रिएक्शन क्या होगा कि मेरा हस्बैंड डीजे है?
मैं सबसे अनकन्वेंशनल औरत हूँ. आई रादर बी द शेपर्ड देन द शीप. ओके. और मेरी माँ ने हमेशा मुझे कहा था कि जब आप किसी से भी मिले और आपको प्यार हो जाए और आप उनसे शादी करना चाहते तो कुछ मत सोचना कि वो पैसे वाला है, वो गुड लुकिंग है, वो उनकी स्टेटस क्या है. सिर्फ सोचना कि उनके गुण क्या है, क्योंकि इफ़ यू मैरी फॉर द रॉन्ग रीजंस व्हेन द मनी इज़ गॉन, you will one day wonder why did you get married to the person, and you will be very, very unhappy. I went to my father and I said to my dad, I said, there's this boy I know. I said, पढ़ा लिखा नहीं है. I said, he smokes, he drinks, he gambles. Wow. Those are his vices. So my father looked at me and said, do you want to say something nice about him? So I laughed and I told my dad, and I said, Dad, in spite of all this, he is an amazing person. So please meet him, because you will love him, you know. So I told Akil, my dad wants to meet you. After 2 years of dating him without my father knowing, because my father doesn't believe in dating. He believes that you must get married to the first man you meet. Well, I didn't marry the first man I met. I must have met many frogs before I made my decision.
Was Bobby Deol one of them?
Bobby was a crush, a childish crush. I mean, I remember holding hands with Bobby and writing letters. That's all we did, basically.
And Sanjay Dutt?
Sanjay Dutt to me was like God. I was obsessed, dreamt about him. Everything, you know, just like you have these childhood crushes. And I remember this friend of mine, she made him call me once, and I was talking to Bobby on the other line, and Sanjay was on this line, and I was like, oh my God. And I'm like, one moment, and I'm talking to Sanju, and he was talking to me like, of course, a fan, you know, you speak to a fan, because I was much younger. I was like 15 or 16, and Sanjay was like, must have been 26. He's about 10 years older to me. He had so many women after him, so he made me the sister. And overnight, my dreams crashed, because I would have just, you know, it would a dream come true to, you know, to have anything with Sanju, because I think he's gorgeous. And more importantly, I think Sanju is a very nice person.
सो फारा, आपकी शादी को 10 साल हो गए थे और फिर आपने दोबारा शादी की. सो व्हाई डिड यू चूज टू रिन्यू योर वेडिंग वॉव्स?
अकील और मेरी 10 साल शादी के हो चुके थे, तो मैंने कहा कि आई वॉन्ट अ सेलिब्रेशन, क्योंकि मैं समझती हूँ कि मोमेंट्स आर व्हाट मेक लाइफ.
Farah, I think you do voice everything pretty well. You are unconventional and you are bold. When your sister Suzanne and Ritik were going through their share of trouble, आपने जाकर Facebook पर लिख दिया, no need to give us any sympathies or any kind of understanding here, and just let them be, and what has to happen will happen. So that takes a lot of unconventional approach and courage to handle it the way you did.
Well, I did go onto Facebook and write that to all my so-called well-wishers and to all my so-called friends, why should I talk about intimate details about my family? I mean, my family is my family and I will stick by them and through thick and thin.
You did get into TV production and आपने TV serials भी बनाए, but I think one of your favorite shows that was very close to your heart was Ritik, the real person, where you have spoken about him falling, rising and forgiving. What exactly made you use these phrases?
Well, you know, after I graduated from college, I didn't know what I wanted to do. Because I came from the film industry, I wasn't firstly interested in acting. So I tried television production, and with TV, I decided to make a film on Ritik because at that time Suzanne and Ritik were dating, and I've known Ritik since a child, and I also know that he's endured a lot of handicaps to overcome them to be who he is today. So, like for instance, he was born with a curved spine, and today he can act, jump off, you know, buildings, do all these stunts. So the idea was to use that as an inspiration for many people who give up easily. The idea to do Ritik, the Man Behind the Star, the television series, was only to let people know that a star is not born overnight.
But you moved away from television and production into a completely different field, and that is jewelry.
I moved to jewelry not because I wanted to, but because it just happened to me. A friend of mine was going to Los Angeles to do a course in gemology and asked me to come along. When I did land in LA, and I realized that gemology isn't about being a jewelry designer because it's actually a science. So I ended up studying, and then I followed it with a jewelry design course. In 1993, became officially the first jewelry designer as a profession in India, because in those days people went to their family jewelers and the profession didn't exist. I will maybe someday produce a movie or maybe even direct a film if I get a good script. So yes, I'm happy being a jewelry designer right now.
Well, it's a good idea that we take our cameras and show our viewers some of your 3D pieces.
Sure.
आप inspiration कहाँ से लेती हैं अपनी jewelry design करने वक्त?
I'm inspired by the process of my life.
तो हम फारा खान द स्टार डॉटर, फारा खान द वाइफ, फारा खान द मॉम से तो मिल चुके हैं. नाउ वी आर मीटिंग फारा खान, इंडियाज फर्स्ट ज्वेलरी डिजाइनर.
मैं समझती हूँ कि ज्वेलरी एक लग्जरी आइटम है और इट्स इम्पोर्टेंट टू अपील टू द सेंसेस, यू नो.
आप इंस्पिरेशन कहाँ से लेती हैं अपनी ज्वेलरी डिज़ाइन करने वक्त?
मेरी इंस्पिरेशन अलग अलग जगह से आती है, जैसे कि नेचर से, एंड आई थिंक आई एम इंस्पायर्ड बाय द प्रोसेस ऑफ माई लाइफ.
Farah, how to team up jewelry? Some basic tips, like 3 quick tips to our viewers. What would those be?
I would say wear the jewelry, don't let the jewelry wear you. So less is more. Accessorize keeping in mind that you want your personality to come out and not look like a Christmas tree. Wear monotones, colors that are solid, so that jewelry can be seen like this ensemble I'm wearing. Don't wear prints when you wear jewelry because it doesn't show as much. At the same time, let your smile and confidence be the key, not the jewelry.
Farah, it's been beautiful chatting with you.
Thank you.
And it's been like living a short little movie. So thank you so much for
Thank you.
letting us into your life, and all the best. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Sunny.